Hello friends, welcome to G-Centric. So in this lecture we will study about power and energy. So this concept we have already seen in the basic concepts, that is in the first lectures we have seen the power formula and energy formula. So now in this lecture we will move on to the more concepts of the power and energy. So from this concept there have been questions asked in the GATE exams. Okay, so most of the questions have come from this concept. So basically what we have learned, P is equal to VI. So this energy concept we will see in the next lecture. Okay, so we will take up the incandescent bulbs and see which comparing two bulbs, we will see which bulb glows more brighter than the other. Okay, so in this lecture we will only see about the power concept. So P is equal to V into I, or P is equal to V square by R, or I square into R. Okay, so this is the basic formula we have seen for this. Now power can either be delivered or power can either be absorbed. Okay, so there are two things in the power, delivered or absorbed. So this, for this delivered we can also call it as power supply or power generated. For this absorbed we can call consumed, power is consumed. Okay, so this is mainly to delivered, supply, everything deals with the active sources. Okay, and this will lead with the passive sources. Okay, basically we have got three types of passive elements, fundamental elements, that is resistors, inductors and capacitors. So there are many other passive elements also, but basically these are the three, and these what they do, always consume the energy, so or power. Okay, so in active source we have voltage source or current source. Okay, what we have seen is that they always supply the power. Okay, so but in this practically they do supply, but in this concept we will also see they will sometimes absorb the energy also. Okay, so now we will take the cases. Okay, if I take a voltage source and if the direction of current in the upward direction, okay, then if I take the voltage source but with the direction of current opposite, okay, and I will take a current source, the arrow is upwards, and I will take the polarity V. So this is current I, and in this case I will take the direction of the current source downwards and let the polarity of this be same. Now the question is, when the direction of the current which is upwards, and how do we mark the polarity direction of the arrow for this voltage source? If positive polarity is upwards, then the direction of the head arrow will be also upwards. Okay, so whenever these two directions are same, when they sync with each other, then we say that power is delivered. Okay, power will be delivered when the two arrows are in the same direction, one is of current and the other one is of voltage. Now coming to this, current is downwards and here the voltage is upwards. So what we will say, power is consumed. So basically delivered will the notation for delivered is D and the notation for consumed is C. Okay, or you can write even A or C, because absorbed or consumed. Now the voltage direction of both are same. Okay, the arrow at positive polarity is upwards. So what we will say, power delivered. For this we have got opposite direction. Okay, so what it is, power consumed. So this is the concept. So if both the arrows of current and voltage are in the same direction, then we will say power is delivered. If they are in opposite direction, then we will say power is consumed. So this is the concept of this power concept. Okay, now we will take up the problems and we will see how the energy, the power can be absorbed or delivered. Okay, we will take up the problems. So coming to this first problem, we will see that what we have to do in each of these cases, we have to find the power absorbed or delivered by each of the element present in the circuit. So now this is 8 volt. So this 8 volt means it is in parallel and the same potential is everywhere. Both branches do not have any elements present in between them. So the potential will be same across this two parallel branches. So here it is 8 volt, then here also it will be 8 volt. Now this is passive element, so the current enters from this one, the current is nothing but 8 by 2, 4 amperes. Okay, so the current is 4 here and the current is 2 amperes. So what will be the current here? It is 4 minus 2, that is 2 ampere. So from this voltage source 2 ampere current is delivered. So now each of the branches we have got, each of the element we have got voltage and current. So now power we can find it easily. So the power delivered by 8 volt source is V into I, that is 8 into 2, which is equal to 16 watts, and this is the direction of the polarity of this voltage source is upwards and the current direction is also upwards. So it is power delivered. So next we have got power across 2 ampere, V into I, 8 into 2. Again we have same direction, so it is delivered. Next power across 2 ohm, it is I square R, or again V into I because we have voltage and current. So I square 16 into 2, that is 32 watts. The direction of the voltage is upwards and the current direction is opposite. So the power is consumed. Okay. Now if you observe in this, the total power delivered is 32, that is 16 plus 16, but whereas the consumed is also 32. So what we will see is that power delivered in a circuit will be power consumed in the circuit. So how much ever power is delivered, that much of the power is consumed in the circuit. Okay, so this follows the law of conservation of energy. So coming to this problem, we have got 8 volts, again the power, the current is same, but the direction of this current source has been reversed. So it is 2 ampere. So if you apply KCL here, what we will get? 6 amperes, 4 plus 2 leaving equal to incoming. Now we have power across 8 volt is 8 into 6, 48 watts, they are in the same direction, so power is delivered. Now power across 2 ampere, 2 into 8, 16 watts. Now the direction of the arrowheads for the voltage and current is different, so it is power consumed. Now coming to 2 ohm resistor, it is 4 into 2, so is it 4 into 8 or I square, that is 16 into 2. So what we will get? 32 watts which is consumed. Okay, so the direction of voltage is upwards, current is downwards. So here also 16 plus 32 is 48, 48 plus 48 is 48, that is power consumed, which is equal to power delivered. So now across this again we have 8 volts, so this is passive, 8 by 2 is 6 amperes. Okay, so this is 6 amperes, then we have got, this is 4 amperes, 8 by 2, here 4 ampere is entering, here it is leaving. So this will be, what will be the current? I plus 4 is equal to 4, so 4 get cancelled, we will get 0 ampere current. So now what is the power across 8 volt? It is 0 watts. So what category this comes under? Either absorbed or delivered? It is nothing but neither delivered nor absorbed. Okay, so whenever you get the 0 watts, it is neither absorbed nor delivered category. Next coming to the 4 ampere, we have V into I, same direction, 8 into 4, that is 32 watts. Next P, 2 ohm resistor, 8 into 4, this is delivered. Okay, they are in the same direction, this is 32 watts consumed. Again here also law of conservation of energy is satisfied. Okay, 32 watt is delivered and 32 watt is consumed in the circuit. Next coming to this one, we have got 8 volts plus minus here 8 volts. Okay, so this is 4 amperes, this is 6 amperes. Okay, if the direction of the current is in this way, we have got 6 entering and 6 here apply KCL, I plus 4, that is I equal to 2 ampere. Now power across 8 volt is nothing but 8 into 2, 16 watts absorbed. Okay, now what it is doing, the voltage source which we had classified it under active is now absorbing the power. Next P across 6 ampere, 6 into 8, 48 watts, they are in the same direction, so it is delivered. Next P across 2 ohm, it it is 8 into 4, 32 watts consumed. Okay, so this 8 into, okay, I'll write this as a 32 plus 16 is 48. So absorbed is equal to delivered. So in all the 4 cases we have seen the law of conservation of energy is satisfied. Okay, so whenever you get the 0 watt, it comes under the category of neither absorbed nor delivered. Okay, so when the direction of the both the arrows are same, then it will be delivered, otherwise it will be consumed. Okay, so we will take some of the problems that have come in the GATE. Okay, we will come to this question number 5th, which was asked in the GATE 2017 in the electrical branch. So the power supplied by the 25 volt source in figure shown is dash watts. So we have to see we have to solve for the power consumed by this 25 volt voltage source. So now it has given dependent source. Okay, so this is current dependent current source. So whenever this type of question dependent source comes, the clue will be given here. So that is I. Now if we know the I, then we can find the power across this voltage source. Okay, they are in series in this circuit, so easily we can find the power. So what is the formula for power? So power across 25 volt is equal to V25 into current I. Okay, so this V is nothing but 25 into I. So we need the value of this current. Now see here, this is also current source, here also we have current, and incoming here is also current I. Okay, so this is leaving and this is entering 0.4 I. So now I plus 0.4 I is equal to 14. So this is 1.4 I equal to 14. Then I is equal to 140 upon 14, which is equal to 10 ampere. So 10 ampere of current is flowing in this circuit. Okay, so we know the current now. Put in this formula 25 into 10, which comes out to be 250 watts. Okay, so now whether it is delivered or observed, it is already they have mentioned it is supplied, but we will confirm it once. The arrowhead for this current voltage source and the arrowhead of the current source are in similar direction. Okay, so what we will get? 250 watts delivered or supplied. Okay, coming to the 6th question, it has been asked in GATE 2014 EE branch. Power delivered by the current source is. Okay, now seeing this we can apply the nodal analysis. Okay, so we will identify the nodes. This is one node, two node and third node. Okay, now there are in between, this is one reference node. Okay, so in between this two non-reference node we have got ideal voltage source. Okay, so now this in between this node and this reference node there is only one ideal voltage source. So this volt appears here with a positive polarity because here it is positive. Now we do not know this node, so we will call it as VA or V1, we will call this as V2. So now we have ideal voltage source, so now we will assume that one is at higher potential, then minus V2 equal to 1. Okay, so difference between this will be equal to 1. Okay, now what will be the V2 value? 1 minus 1, which is equal to 0 volts, that is 0 volts. So what is the value of this? 0 volts. We will replace it with this node is 0 volt. So now we are left with only V1. See in the GATE question they will already give the values for the 3 nodes. Okay, one node we have to find it. They won't ask you to calculate all the 3 node voltages. The hint will be given in the circuit. Okay, they are going to test your knowledge, not the time. Now this is 0 volt, this is V1. So once we know the voltage, this V1 voltage, then we can find the power delivered across this 2 ampere current source. Okay, then so apply this one. We will assume V1 is at higher potential. So V1 minus 1 by 1, V1 minus 1 upon 1. Then this is incoming plus 2. Then we have V1 upon again 1. So which is equal to 0. So this is, yeah, this is 0. We do not have any other outgoing current node. Okay, so this is V1 minus 1 plus 2 plus V1 equal to 0. So we have 2 V1 minus 1 equal to 0. 2 V1, yeah, this is plus 1. then V1 equal to minus 1 by 2 equal to minus 0.5 V. So now we know the voltage across this one. Okay, so this is the node voltage. Then what we have to find? We have to find the power delivered by this 2 ampere source. So power is equal to V into I. So this node voltage, it is nothing but, sorry, this will be V1 upon 1, yeah, this is 1, 1 upon 1 is 2, yeah, so yeah, 1 by 2 into current 2, so this is 1 watts, okay. So this is the voltage across the V1, that is 0.5, then we have got V1 with the reference node, then 2 amperes current once the voltage is known and the 2 ampere current is flowing in that branch. So easily we can find P is equal to V into I, the answer will be 1 watt, okay. So we will move on to the next question, question number 7. Coming to question number 7, which was asked in 2015 gate in electrical branch. So in the given circuit, the parameter K, it is positive and the power dissipated in the 2 ohm resistor is 12.5 watts. So the value of K is, okay, so we have to find the value of K, which is a positive value, and they have given one more clue, that is the power across this 2 ohm resistor is, power across 2 ohm resistor is 12.5 watts. So once we know the current I in this branch, then we can easily calculate the value of K V0, okay. This is also current source, so it will the value of that is K V0. Once we know the V0 value from this equation, then we can substitute here, okay, and the current from this branch is 5 ampere. Then we can apply the KCL at this node. So this is nothing but equal to, implies I square R is equal to 12.5 and the value of R is 2 ohm, okay, which is 12.5. Now I square is equal to 6.25. So the value of I is equal to 2.5 amperes. Okay, so 2.5 amperes. Now we got the value of current. We can find the value of V0. Okay, so V0 is nothing but I into R, that is 2.5 into 2, which is equal to 5 volt. So once this is 5 volt, then this will be equal to K into 5. So now apply the KCL at node A. Okay, so I plus K into 5 is equal to 5. Okay, so this is 2.5 plus K into 5 equal to 5. Then 2.5 will, if you send that side, it will be again 2.5. So K is equal to 250 over 5. Okay, so this is 2.5 K into 5. 5 5s are 25. So this is 250. Okay, so it, sorry, this is 25 over 50. 25 over 50, which is half. So the value of K is in the positive, that is 0.5. Okay, so coming to this question, now they have asked us to find the value of power observed in the circuit. So they specifically have mentioned the power observed. So the 3 circuits and some other circuit is connected in the dotted lines. So we have to find the total power observed in the circuit. Now we have 100 volt and 10 ampere. So they haven't given the direction. We will assume it as this one, okay, and here in this direction. Okay, so now if power across 100 volt, okay, so the direction of both is same. So 100 into 10 is 1000 watts. This is delivered. Again power across 80 volt is 8 into 8, 640 watts. They are in the same direction, so it is again delivered. Okay, now if I take the direction of this in this direction, then power across 15 volt will be 15. We do not know what is the power current here, so we can apply Kirchhoff's KCL at node A. So what is it? 8 into 8 plus 10 is 18. Okay, so minus 18 ampere of current is flowing in this direction, and 15 into 18. So the power delivered is 15 into 18, phase of 40, then 12, then we have got 15. So 0, 7 and 270 watts. So 270 watts is the power. So they are in the opposite direction, so it is consumed. So they have asked the observed power. Okay, so this will become minus 1000 watts. This will become minus 64 watts. Then plus 270 watts. Okay, so now minus 1000 minus 640 is minus 1640. Then we have 270. Then 7, 5, 2, 3. Minus 370 is the power absorbed. Okay, so the minus it's not required, we have 370 observed. So if minus 370 is observed, then 370 will be delivered. Okay, this is the concept. So how much you give, that much you will accept. So this is the, if the direction has changed, then we will get positive, it depends. Now this whole thing, if you see, power absorbed cannot be equal to power delivered. That is because we do not know what is the other part of the circuit present in this dotted lines. So for this circuit diagram you will not get the same answer. Okay, so now if you take the direction in the opposite way for this 18 ampere, then it will be minus 18, then you will get this as plus 370 ampere absorbed. Okay, so this is the watts in watts power. Now coming to this 9th question, which was asked in the GATE 2007 EEE branch. In the given circuit, there is a non-linear resistor with relation VNL is equal to INL square, and the power dissipated in the non-linear resistor is, okay, so for this resistor we have to find the power. So what they have given, VNL is equal to INL square. So we have to find the power across this one. If the current direction they have already given, so we will apply KVL. Okay, so 3 volt minus 2 INL minus VNL is equal to 0. So this VNL can be replaced with INL square. So when you replace and rearrange the negative sign, you will get 2 INL minus 3 equal to 0. So this is nothing but plus 3 INL minus INL minus 3 equal to 0. So INL is equal to 1 plus 3 INL and minus 1 plus 3 INL equal to 0. So INL minus 1 equal to 0 or 1 plus 3 INL equal to 0. So you will get value of 2 INLs 1 or minus 1 upon 3. So now it is a passive element, the current is following in the passive element, so the direction will be positive, the value should be positive. So what we will get, positive value, and we will ignore this. So what is the power across? Once we have got INL, same amount of current will flow through the whole of the circuit. So P is equal to, now what we have to find, the power dissipated in the non-linear resistor. Okay, so the non-linear resistor VNL will be VNL into INL. So this is nothing but INL square into INL, which is equal to 1 into 1 watts. Okay, so this is the question which was asked in 2007. Now coming to the next question, we will move on to the 10th question and we will see how that can be solved. Okay, coming to this 10th question, we have to find the power supplied by the voltage source. Okay, so this we have to find what is the power. Now this is the same potential, so the node voltage here will be 10. Okay, so now here we will find the V. Okay, so this is 1 ampere. Okay, now once we know this node voltage, then we can find the if we know this one, then we can find the, this we will take it as reference, current in this branch. Once we know the current in this branch, then we can apply the KCL at this node and find the current in the 10 volt voltage source. So when we find that, we can find the power supplied by that voltage source. So power supplied means it has to be in the same direction. So let this be current I. Now this is the reference node. Okay, so this is up to here, it is a reference node. Now we will apply the nodal voltage analysis at node V. So this is V minus 10, V minus 10 over 2, then this is outgoing, so plus 1, then we have V minus 0 over 2 which is equal to 0. There is no outgoing incoming current, so it will be equal to 0. So the LCM is 2, V minus 10 plus 2, then plus V equal to 0. So 2V minus 8 equal to 0, 2V is equal to 8 and V is equal to 4 volt. So we can find the current now in this one. How we can find? I is equal to V upon 2 total resistance. So V is 4 by 2 which is equal to 2 ampere. So now 2 ampere current is entering and 2 ampere current is leaving. So I plus 2 will be equal to 2 gets cancelled. So we have got 0 ampere of current flowing in this direction. When it is 0 ampere, then the power will be V into I, which is 0 watts. Okay. So whenever 0, if in the options we have got 0, then we should be careful while solving the problem. So in this lecture completes the concepts of power and the problems based on the power. So in the next lecture we will move on to the problems based on the energy. Thank you.